What's up guys, how's it going? My name is Lost and welcome to another Kingdom Hearts course video. And in this video I'm going to be giving a little bit of a rant, but also to give a lot of people who do not know this or maybe have not realized this, but I want to get it out there to the community just in case. But I want to talk to you guys about why there hasn't been like any high school challenges lately, how there hasn't been like say the new organization event that just came out in JP on the 13th of this month. I'm gonna get my thoughts and opinions on it, but of course I want to hear your guys' opinions as well, because everybody has different opinions, and of course I always read you guys' comments, so I want to know what you guys think about this whole thing, because people are always complaining and saying like, oh, where's the content, but not really complaining, but more like they're expressing how they feel. But of course there are some people that do complain on how there's like, you know, there's so many banners and whatnot that's coming out, how Global was trying to catch up with JP, and that's actually one of the reasons why I feel like there's not much content out. But yeah, how they rush NA to get, or to try to get them as close as possible to JP and whatnot. So, and I mean, it's kind of obvious as for a player that plays NA and JP at the same time, you do start noticing some trends on like whenever this comes out in JP, when it's gonna come out later in NA. So the first thing I want to talk about is the Organization 13 event, the new one that just came out in JP on the 13th. So you guys know that in the last events that came out for the Organization 13, way before this new one that just came out, some of you guys might not know, but JP started getting the organization quests a few months before NA got them. And at the time, a lot of people did not know that, because a lot of people were not going to JP for reference as to like, oh, what new medal am I going to come out for? Oh, excuse me, what new medal is going to be coming out? Which one should I save? Should I get ready for events? Where's this one? Etc. What I am guessing and what I'm predicting is going to be happening with the new Organization 13 event is JP, if it doesn't come out next month, then JP is gonna be ahead by maybe 2 or 3 organization members or events of that organization, and NA will probably get it if they don't release it next month on the 13th, maybe possibly for anniversary if they want to be nice enough to do it. But if they don't release it on the 13th next month, most likely they're gonna be doing the same method they did with the first organization quest, where they're gonna wait a few months and then later on release it. But I'm not too sure exactly if it'll happen or not. It might be possible, but the thing is though, anniversary for NA is in April, and so either Global is about to rush us again with a whole bunch of banners, because we still have a lot of medals missing, like Armor of the Master or Zack HD. We're also missing the new Tier 8 medals, which is Sephiroth EX Kai, Cloud EX Kai, the Zaladin Kai that just came out. If they are really trying to release Tier 8 medals in the anniversary, it's most likely going to happen where they're going to rush us banners, they're going to be skipping some high school challenges, and they're going to probably just release like one high school challenge if a new medal comes out, if a new banner comes out. So that's a possibility of what might happen in my thoughts and opinions, because I was talking about this on stream earlier today, and I think that it's possible that they might either release it for anniversary, or they're gonna stretch it out and wait a few months so that JP can be ahead by like 2 or 3 or 4 organization members, and and then start releasing it for Global. Now, for the high school challenges, this is something that I noticed a while back ago, even when I wasn't playing NA and I was strictly JP. One of the things I noticed, and a lot of people know this, is that NA tends to copy exactly what high school challenge levels, you know, like which world, the enemies that are going to be in it. The only thing that usually changes in high school challenge is the levels of the enemy. So take example like this witch right here is in a high school challenge right now in JP, if there is one per se. Let's say that there is one currently, and this enemy is in there at level 1500. In Global, it's going to be reduced because, you know, the power gap between NA and JP It's not too much difference because we do have Kyrie EX, Shion EX, etc. But the thing is though, seeing as JP has been out for so much longer than NA, I think that that's probably one of the reasons why. Also, possible that they want to make sure that they cater to any players who do not have in NA, who do not have, like, say, Kyrie EX or Shion EX or etc. or even a buffer in general. That's like my one guess on it, but I feel like the only reason why we have not gotten a high score challenge just yet is because JP hasn't gotten a high score challenge yet. And just like I said just a minute ago, NA copies whatever JP releases. So most likely what's going to happen is until JP does get an actual high score challenge, either they're going to release it within the same week that JP gets it, or they're going to wait another week or two after JP's high score challenge ends to release an NA, but of course all edited out and whatnot, so that NA players can, so it can be easier for NA players to be able to take care of the high score challenge, to be able to go through it and whatnot. So that's most likely why there hasn't been a high score challenge in like a month, maybe even over a month, because we have all these medals and whatnot in NA, like illustrated Riku from the banner. We have a few other ones, I believe. We also just got the banner for Roxas EX, Sephiroth EX, which could be a potential 14% medal, maybe even a 7% if NA wants to be that greedy. So in a way, they're either trying to get us to pull from banners and not have to worry about anything else. That is my guess, the possibility of what might happen. But this is kind of like a reference to let you guys know that, hey, you know, this might be one of the few reasons why NA has not released any high score challenge or any like big events to their version of the game, because they're waiting on JP to release more stuff. That's my guess, but I'm sticking to that because I have noticed the trend, and I'll give you an example too. The FFRK Warrior of Light High Score Challenge that came out at JP, not even a few days later, NA got it, and it was the exact same thing, except it was debuffed. A lot of the enemies were their level had gone down by a little bit, but not too much. You know, a lot of the events that happen in JP, whenever it comes to NA, it is debuffed. And a lot of people do not realize that. And I know some of you guys might have known this for a while, but there are a lot of players that really just don't sit and think like, hey, there's a trend going on here. What's the deal? Maybe a lot of people don't really understand that there's always going to be a gap of like whenever events comes out between JP and NA. So that's what I wanted to talk to you guys about. That's what I wanted to let you know, especially on what is going on, like what's the whole deal about, like, oh, what's my high school challenge, what's the content, what's going on here, you know, like where's everything, you know, there's only banners and whatnot, so on and so forth. So I wanted to let you guys know that, just to sum it up, high school challenges, pretty much you gotta wait until JP, unless NA wants to actually start creating their own high school challenge. Then they're just gonna have to you know, do their own thing. If not, they're gonna have to wait on JP to release a high school challenge, then copy it, edit it, whatever, and then release it in NA. And then for the organization, the new Organization 13 event that came out in JP the 13th, most likely they're gonna either release it next month for anniversary, or they are going to release it a few months later. So anyways, guys, that was my video. I wanted to let you guys know all this information so you can have an idea. And of course, comment down in the comment section below and let me know your thoughts on how you feel about the fact that, you know, there's not really much content in NA. What you thought about what I think is, you know, the whole trend between JP and NA. And that's about it. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like and subscribe for any new people watching this for future KHUx content. And as always, I will see you guys later.